The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. That quote is from Alice Walker, and I think it's the perfect quote to start off this edition of the 2-Minute Freedom Challenge. Hello, my name is Christopher D'Armani, and over the next 100 days, my goal is to help transform our world out of the fear, the shame, the isolation, and the divisiveness that we all feel, into a world where gratitude, love, joy, and compassion are the motivating factors of our lives. You've probably noticed that gratitude for our many blessings, love for ourselves and others, joy in our daily lives, and compassion for our fellow citizens are all sorely lacking in the world today. It's critical for us to grab onto these foundational building blocks before it's too late to recover from all the damage that's being done to our society. Freedom of choice is the foundational cornerstone of all of our human rights. So if you're feeling angry at what's going on in the world today, let me assure you that you're in the right place. If you're feeling frustrated about how isolated we all are from one another, again, you're in the right place. And if you're sick of all the fear and the shame being peddled to us 24 hours a day, every day, then you are in the right place. And if you're sick of the intolerance and the divisiveness being peddled by politicians like Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, then I absolutely assure you, you are in the right place. All change starts at home. You see, the only way we can transform the world around us is by first transforming ourselves. That's the goal. Eckhart Tolle put it like this: the world can only change from within. John C. Maxwell put it like this: most people want to change the world to improve their lives, but the world they need to change first is the one inside themselves. All change in the world, in the external world, starts with change inside our own hearts first. At its core, this is the entire purpose of the 2-Minute Freedom Challenge: to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate us to become the change that we want to see in the world. My framework is what I call the 4 pillars of humanity. Number 1, the emotional pillar. Number 2, the intellectual pillar. 3, the physical pillar. And 4, the spiritual pillar. We must learn to be strong and courageous in all 4 of these areas of our lives so we can lift up our family, lift up our friends, and the people that we care about most as we rebuild the world, so it once again respects our individual rights and freedoms, particularly the freedom of choice. The path to restoring our individual rights and freedoms is through the antidotes to fear, shame, isolation, and division, which are, again, gratitude, love, joy, and compassion. These are the antidotes to fear, to the shame, to the isolation and division being sowed so easily and so continuously by the media, by our governments, by almost every elected official in every country in the world. Now, this is not a Canadian challenge, though I am Canadian. Nor is it an American challenge, even though some of the imagery I use, it might give you that impression. No, this is a global and a worldwide challenge for every individual in every country. For we're in the midst of a global effort to strip away our essential liberty for the false promise of some temporary safety. Now, you probably understand like I do, that unicorn only exists in the minds of tyrants and their sycophants. So how does the challenge work? Really simple. Every day at 2 o'clock Pacific, I go live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, and I share a quote that speaks to one of the 4 pillars. And then I'll share my thoughts on what the quote means and how you can implement the principle that it teaches into your life and into my life. The schedule looks like this. On Mondays, I do the emotional pillar. Tuesday is the intellectual pillar. Wednesday is the physical pillar. And then Thursday is the spiritual pillar. Then, to round out the week, I've added 3 fun days to help us face our fears, inspire and motivate us to keep moving forward. So Friday is my favorite day of the week, Fear Free Friday. Saturday is Saturday Inspiration, and then Sunday is Sunday Motivation. So if this sounds like fun to you, then please join me every afternoon at 2 o'clock Pacific for another installment of the 2-Minute Freedom Challenge and help me transform our world for the better. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow at 2 o'clock.